Are we live? I don't know. This is the first live stream. I don't know if we're live or not. If anyone could tell me, that would be great. I think we are. Alright, so welcome to the 300 subscriber live stream. Yay! I figured I might as well edit the build image here, cause why not? And I haven't really worked on it for a while, so yep. So, I mean, as you can see, I do it in Photoshop, and I just look up the images online. I go to the wiki, and then Toei's website will provide images. So we have Rosecopter, Tora, UFO. they say UFO in the show, which is funny. They don't say UFO. What's weird is Kujira and Kujira Jet and Kirin Cyclone, they appeared in the show. Like, I vividly remember seeing these two, but they don't have I guess Toei's website didn't update with these. Like, also it's weird, Tora UFO wasn't updated the day the episode came out, but then like 2 days later they released the image, or this popped up on the wiki. So I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, I actually, let me open the file here. Oh no, something, Photoshop isn't working. No. Alright. Well, that's problematic. I guess we can, let's browse the wiki, I guess, while we're waiting for Photoshop to work. Oh no. So, is everything good? Like, is there an echo or something? I just want to make sure everything's working fine before I start doing stuff. I guess let's just close Photoshop and open it back up. See if that'll help. I have an Android Simulator 2. If anyone wants me to like play a game on there. I haven't used it in a while. I don't even know if it works. The only game I ever played on it was like, I don't even remember. So, alright, there's no echo. Okay, thank you. No. Just close on Photoshop for me. Alright, Photoshop's closed. Let's try to get it working. So basically, what I was saying is, alright, I'll just go here, grab the image, plug it into Photoshop, and then I just cut the different parts off, kind of like it's a Soto, and then that lets me, then I just kind of like mix and match, like basically a Soto figure. So I'm basically making a Soto. I'm basically turning the images into Soto figures and then mixing and matching them. So it's kind of like a puzzle too for some forms, because like most of them are in the same stance. But then wait, it's better if I show you here. Sumaho Wolf is good. Rose Copter, oh no. Rose Copter's fine. Tora UFO's fine, but like Phoenix Robo is at this weird angle, like he's looking to the left or something, and it looks exactly like one shot from the show. So I don't know why they did that. And then Octopus Light is kind of at this weird angle, so like some stuff won't look the greatest, but you don't notice too often. So I don't know. So I just have Robo, Phoenix Robo, and Sumaho Wolf in here, but that's about it. Or from the, I don't think I've worked on this since like Christmas, because I had these forms added in, and like all the matches and stuff, or almost all the matches, with those like card images from the movie when it came out and they released those. So I was mixing and matching with those, but then do I still have it here? No, I deleted it. This is what I do. Like, I'll crop it. So basically, I was like mixing and matching with those, and then of course they had to debut in the show. So now, you know, and this looks more like an actual suit than the card. So then I switched to using this. So I haven't done this in a while. So here's Phoenix. I think we need. Oh, wait. Well, I just realized I haven't done any of these. At least Phoenix Sojiki debuted in the show. Like, I like when those forms debut in the show, so I don't have to work on them here. So, and then this is just fun for me, making these images. Kind of, it's like a puzzle, and I like puzzles. So, yep. It's just fun. There's one person watching. You know what? We're just gonna use this. Wes Pruitt asks, what do you think about 2 season as one, like Megaforce and Super Megaforce, and can you possibly make a video about it? Like, what do I think of the concept of that? Like, just that idea? Or are you asking what I think of it to be used for Beast Morphers? Like, if it's Zyuohger and Go Busters? I mean, I can answer your question here and then maybe do something on it later. Why do I Geometry Dash? So, like, I think it's a cool idea. But only if they do it. Stop. But only if they do it right. So, like, for example, Megaforce had like this angelic theme, like this angel theme, which is what they use in Ghost Sager. So that was fine and all. But then when they bring in just pirates randomly for no reason, then it just kind of made things weird, because the pirates were just they didn't explain it at all. So we go from like an angel theme to a pirate theme that randomly uses ranger keys. So I think if they do it right, like with Go Busters and Zyuohger, there's a through line there because they're both animal themed Sentais. So they can somehow explain like Beast Morphers being like, I don't know, they lose the technology and they revert back to normal like animal forms, or like maybe if they do Beast Morphers with a Q Ranger adaptation, they could say like, oh, now we need to go into space because, I don't know, we've lost our powers or something. So like, only if they do it right do I like hybrid seasons. If they don't do it right, like the two themes don't really mesh well at all, then I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of mixed on it. Only if it's like kind of done well, like they lose their powers and they have to get it. Because in Megaforce, they didn't lose their powers. They just kind of randomly got new pirate forms. So, yeah. So, yeah, no. Megaforce and Super Megaforce wasn't the best. I guess it shows kind of how well hybrid seasons really work in this era, which is not too well. So, I just realized hybrids kind of sounds like pirate. So, I guess pirate. I'm sorry, that was weird. But yeah, only if like it's done right. So if there's like a good correlation between the two themes, then yeah, I really like hybrid seasons because it's kind of an interesting idea. Like they go from one power set to another power set to another power set. Like it's kind of interesting, but you know, maybe if like they lose the old powers and now your new powers are this. Okay, well that makes sense. But like if there's no real explanation for it or something like that, you know, then it's just kind of weird and out of nowhere, like this live stream. No, I'm just kidding. My Photoshop is weird. I think it's like my graphics card or something, so that's why there's like that weird kind of flash every so often. So I'm kind of just aiming for this to be like a live Q&A. So if anyone has like any questions they want me to answer, I'll answer them as long as I see it in the stream, which I don't think will be a hard thing. So, you know, if you have any questions for me, leave them in the chat and I probably will see it. Unless this chat just gets flooded all of a sudden, which I doubt is going to happen, but hey. And like I can't play a game really on my computer because my games aren't like, this computer doesn't have the greatest of graphics cards. So if I played a game, it would like be really weird. It'd be funky. So what is this going to? What is this weird kibble? I don't want this kibble here. These are the wings, right? Just could delete this. Sometimes you had to delete some things for this. This is probably the Phoenix. Wait, is this probably Tank's body? Why is... How have I never noticed that? Alright. Look at all the times I've had to use Tank. I've never noticed that. Well, alright. Sure. How is everyone liking builds so far, I guess, since I'm doing build stuff right now? I think build's really good. So it has a lot of potential to be awesome and a lot of potential to mess up. So kind of worried for it, but you know. But like I love the designs and the story's really awesome. The characters are really good. So at least up to this point, build is really cool. So if it crashes and burns, at least, you know, we have first couple 20 episodes to like. So yeah, that's good. At least there's some, at least like the whole thing wouldn't be bad if it is bad. At least it's only like, or at least the first good, like, what, this is like maybe the first quarter, or no, we're in the second quarter, aren't we? So at least this first two quarters, these first two quarters of build at least are very good. So, you know, build at least has a lot of potential. So now we move on to diamond, I guess. Which also has weird stuff on the side I never noticed. Okay. I don't know. No. So, and then I have like this black under here because some of the faces won't fit. So I kind of just have this black to like fill in those gaps that where the face doesn't fit, so it doesn't look weird when I put it in the big image. So put this here. I haven't done this in a while. It's all coming back to me now. I mean, there's not much to it. If you know how to do Photoshop, I think you know how to do this. If you don't know how to use Photoshop, well then, I mean, you don't know what to do because it's in Photoshop. So I need to add some more black here. No. I haven't seen the episode of Super Ninja Steel yet because I don't really want to, but I'm probably going to. Like, if I get bored, I'm probably gonna watch it later today and then get some stuff ready for the Talking Jujubee episode. So, you know, Ninja Steel isn't that good, as I'm sure you all know. I mean, if you like Ninja Steel, I think that's great. You can find some enjoyment out of it. I don't think Ninja Steel is too good, so, you know, I don't find too much enjoyment out of it. So that's why I kind of cut the review for it short in the last episode of Talking Jujubee, because I wanted to talk more about the big Go Buster adaptation news instead of just Ninja Steel, because that episode is kind of forgettable. So, you know, I didn't want to talk about it too much. I wanted to talk about the big news, which is Hasbro and Power Rangers getting together and leaving Bandai in the dust. What do you think of the new, I guess, Hasbro era? I think that's what people have been calling it. What do you think of the new Hasbro era for Power Rangers? Personally, I'm looking forward to it because Hasbro knows pretty much what they're doing. Hasbro has a lot of experience with toys. Like, I literally just got, I mean, it could be hit or miss. I just got the Studio Series Deluxe Stinger like 2 minutes ago. No, 2 minutes ago. Like 2 hours ago. And I can't get it completely into vehicle mode. So, like, it can be hit or miss sometimes. But, like, the scale for it is really good. Like, I was worried it wasn't going to scale with my Bumblebee, because in all the images it didn't. But, like, I have them right next to each other right now, and they're, like, pretty much the exact same height. So, you know, you can't see anything that I'm saying. But, yeah, they're pretty good. So, and then I'll be getting the Lockdown and the Grimlock from Studio Series, because let's all be honest here, the Grimlock is going to be the best figure in that entire line because it looks so good. So, like, all that detail, like, it has probably all of the detail in the movie. If the final product was missing half the detail that it has in, like, all the pictures, it'd still have, like, more detail than, like, some of the figures that Hasbro's normally releasing. It'd have probably more detail than half of the Megazords that we've gotten over the last era. Like, that has so much detail. So, when Hasbro puts effort into something, knows what they're doing, Hasbro kicks butt. So this is a weird. See, this is what I'm talking about. Phoenix Robo isn't looking straight ahead, so we have this weird angle here, and I had to resize it and cover stuff. That is the full bottle. Oops. Gatling goes well with anything, so oh, this is gonna look awesome. I also got what was it, Friday, so yesterday I got the second package of the Soto set finally, which took like, I think my first set took like, I think like 2 weeks to ship, and this one took like a month. Like, it left Japan on the 3rd, I think the 3rd or the 5th, the box left Japan, and yesterday, the 23rd, it arrived here, so in America. So I don't know what's up with that. And it's a smaller box too, because in the first box I had the Hawk Gatlinger, and in this box I just have like 3 Soto boxes. So I don't know why, like, why it took so long to ship a smaller box. So okay, Mandarake, just you do you, I guess. Oh no, is that Alden? This little white dot, it's gonna bug me. It's gonna bug me until I die. Ugh. Not being weird. Why can't I merge these? Oh. Because it's being weird. Everything's being weird today. Let's get rid of that dot now. Sorry about that. Ooh, the red and yellow looks really good here. Speaking of red and yellow, how is Lupin Ranger doing for you guys? Or Lupin Ranger versus Powder Ranger. I've been calling all the files for it Lupa, so like I'm kind of like subconsciously referring to the series as a whole Lupa, so that's easier to say than like Lupin versus Pado or Lupin Ranger versus Pado Ranger. So no, that's all. It's a very long title. Kaito Sentai Lupin Ranger versus Keisat Sentai Pato Ranger. I'm so tired. No, but it is a long title. But I guess Uchu Sentai Q Ranger is also kind of a long title, and that took. I mean, Q Ranger was good. I liked Q Ranger, so maybe long titles are sign, because I think Lupin versus Pado is killing it. So I hope they continue on this trend of goodness. I don't know. Powder Ranger Lupin versus Pado 2 episodes in is probably better than all of Ninja Steel. So or at least Super Mega Force. So it has that going for it. And I know people are like, oh, Ninja was bad too. So like, I don't know which one's better currently, Ninja or Ninja Steel, but I haven't seen Ninja, so I can't really say which one I like better or which one is worse or something like that, because I haven't seen, because I've been watching Ninja Steel, but I haven't seen Ninja. But I might actually see Ninja soon, because I like the sounds all the morphers make, like the that stuff. So I'm probably gonna see Ninja soon. I mean, I say that, but it's probably gonna be a while. I said I was gonna see Go Busters and Tokyuger soon, and I still haven't started watching that. So yeah. But actually, I do want to I do want to see Go Busters soon, because basically, here's the thing. I was excited for Q Ranger because I really wanted the Q Ranger merchandise here in the US. But now that Q Ranger's not getting adapted, like, and Go Busters is getting adapted, I feel like I should start watching Go Busters because no matter, like, I know people love Go Busters, so even if the show, that the American show doesn't do good, at least I still have the Japanese show to like, so that if I get the toys or the figures or whatnot for Beast Morphers, I won't treat it, oh, this is my Beast Morphers, these are my Beast Morphers merchandise. I can say these are my Go Busters merchandise because Go Busters would be better or something. Because, I mean, we don't know how much influence Hasbro or the toy companies have on the shows. So, like, probably it's going to be the same writers, maybe. But maybe they'll have a bigger budget or something. So, I don't know, we'll have to see. But I hope Beast Morpher's good. Is good. I don't want it to do bad. I want it to do good because, like, it's a new company making the toys. It's a new logo. They took everyone by surprise and are adapting an older season. I hope it's a good season. I don't want it to be bad. Hello, PokeCrafter817. I don't know if, yeah, it's PokeCrafter, like Pokemon. Also, the funniest thing here too that you'll see are like the legs will be like so off kilter. So that's really funny too when that happens. So oh, I said, how do people normally say your name? Like Poke Crafter? Poke Crafter? Is that how they normally say it? Because, I mean, Pokey Crafter kind of seems like the thing it would be. So, that's cool. I think I'm done with Rocket here. Oh, Poke Crafter. Well, I figured, I thought Pokemon was famous enough for, like, if you see Poke, P-O-K-E, with another word, it's Pokey. So, I don't know. I haven't even watched Pokemon that much, so I don't know why. Well, yeah, because I think Pokemon has enough Pocket Crafter. Pocket Edition Minecraft. Do you guys want me to play Pocket Edition Minecraft? Or Minecraft? I'll play Minecraft if you want. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I might. No, I won't. If I... Oh, hello, Stag Beetle. I've seen you on some of my comment sections. If enough people want me to play Minecraft, I'll play Minecraft. It might crash the computer, but, no. No, seriously, I will. So... no, you may not have a shadow. No, I'm just kidding. Prabjot? I think that's how you say it. Prabjot Gatora. Power Rangers Mind Force 2021 season confirmed. Okay. That would be, oh, okay, I know. Oh, I said it right. Okay. Are you talking like Geoger? Or are you just kind of joking? You can't hear anything? Is the mic not working? Should I get closer? I'll move the mic a little closer to me. Ooh. Alright. Well, I moved the leg down here. Alright. Is the audio working better? Or should I just talk louder or something? Oh, alright. Good. Much better. Alright, there we go. I'll just keep the mic close to me. It was a little far from me. So I'll just keep it here then. Okay. talk louder. Okay, so I guess we're doing Phoenix Shobosha now, and this is gonna be so much red, and it's gonna be glorious because I love red. I'll show this off right now. Over here we have Rabbit Shobosha, which is a beautiful form. This is it's beautiful because red is beautiful. Don't argue with me. Red is beautiful. Yeah, red's my favorite color. If you didn't notice by the little Muteki image or the backgrounds or whatever, or the top 10 Voyager video which I just did, red is my favorite color. So if anything is red, it is automatically the coolest thing ever. Well, some things are red and aren't cool, but at one time I had someone ask, "Oh, do you like Power Ranger?" Or no, do you like red because it's in Power Rangers the main character is a Red Ranger? And I said, no, I like Power Rangers I like Power Rangers more because the main character is normally a Red Ranger. So, you know, it's funny. Zyuranger would be an interesting season to adapt into Power Rangers. I haven't seen Zyuranger, but I think just going off the toys alone, it would be pretty interesting because we're using cube Zords. So, like, that's so different from what is normally used for Power Ranger Zords. Like, normally you get, like, just a vehicle or a hashtag doggy Voyager or something like that, right? Like an animal, a straight up animal or straight up vehicle or just a combination. But in this, we had, like, cubes. So, it would be interesting. And it would also be kind of interesting to see how they would explain the cubiness. Because, again, I haven't seen Zyuranger, but I don't think they explained why they were cubes. Because, like, obviously there was an explanation to why they were animals. They were animal people. I know that much. But I don't think there was an explanation like, oh, we use cube powers because they're animals. I don't know. I really want Lupin Ranger versus Power Ranger to be adapted. I do. I do too. Like, because I really like the series as it is now. So, like, I really want it to be brought over to America because the merch looks really cool too. So, the villains are cool. Yeah, the villains are cool, but to me, they're kind of, they seem weird to me. Like, they all have last names, which is, I don't know, that's, for me, that's just weird. Like, with a last, like, I don't even know any of their names. If we're looking it up, yeah. Lupin Ranger versus Pato Ranger villains. Let's see. Load this in. Villains. See, look, they're all last names. Dogranio Yabun, Destra Majo, Gocheru Medu, Rureda Geru Gar. They all have last names. I mean, I guess that's kind of cool because maybe you could have like really tie home, like, if there's brothers, like Rureda Geru and then some other name Geru, like that would kind of tie home. Maybe like, oh, these two are siblings, but it's still kind of weird to me. And then when we have the girl came in for the growth sequence, and that music in the background was so creepy. Like, I was like, oh, it was scary. I'm getting behind the comments now. PokeCrafter says, I've only seen a few episodes of Zyuranger English sub, and they never explain the cubiness. Okay, well, yeah, then it just comes out of nowhere. Stag Beetle says, I think I'll watch Geki Ranger as my first Sentai. I haven't seen Geki Ranger, but I like Jungle Fury, so, you know. Nathan Chung asks, when did you first get into Tokusatsu? So, I mean, I kind of have the standard, like, oh, well, you know, Power Rangers in the U.S. So, like, I always kind of watched Power Rangers as a kid. Like, not actively, like, oh, I gotta watch Power Rangers today. But, like, I think, like, on Netflix or something, I always watched it, and I liked it. And I think when Samurai came back, and I saw it, and I was, like, younger, and I thought that was the coolest thing. People don't like Samurai, but Samurai, for me, was, like, awesome as a kid. So then, when Samurai ended, and then Megaforce came along, I kind of like drafted off from the series. Like I didn't watch it as much. I didn't watch much of Super Megaforce. I don't think I've seen the entirety of Super Megaforce, which is probably a good thing. But then Dino Charge came back, and then, or no, Dino Charge came, and the designs look familiar to me. And then that's what I found out about Super Sentai. And then, you know, from there into from there got into Kamen Rider because it was awesome. I think at the time it was like Drive or something. So, yeah. Yeah, that is weird. But which team are you on? Lupin Ranger or Powder Ranger? I am on Team Lupin Ranger because Lupin Rangers are awesome. The suits are so cool. I love their mechs. The Lupin Changer, or Verse Changer, has the most glorious transformation for the Lupin Rangers. But like that's not to say I don't like Powder Ranger. Like I like both teams, but I like Lupin Ranger more than Powder Ranger. So Lupin Ranger, Team Lupin Ranger for me. Yeah, Jungle Fury was really good. Pokecrafter says, I've watched all of Tokimei Sentai Go Busters English sub, and I'm interested to see how similar or different it will be to Beast Morphers. Well, I think the synopsis was similar to not to Beast Morphers. The Beast Morphers synopsis, I think, was similar to Go Busters. So, like, I know about, like, the Enetron or something. Like, it could have been, like, it could be an easy switch, like, oh, the Enetron is now the Morphin Grid, and then kind of use the same plot from there. So, I think it will probably share a lot of elements. I just realized it did. I just realized I did Phoenix Sojiki when it's already here. Well, that was a waste of time. Lock. Alright. So yeah, anyway, I got off topic there. I think Beast Morphers will be, at least maybe this first part will be similar to Go Busters, but I hope later on they'll like kind of split off and do their own thing. But this first synopsis does sound similar to the beginning of Beast Morphers. Did you like Dino Charge? I loved it. Yes, I did like Dino Charge. I loved their, well, I like their aesthetic. I have some of the Megazords. I like the show because it was really good. I mean, I agree with everyone else. It's probably the best in the Neo Saban era. I mean, it's not competing with much, but it is probably the best. And, I mean, I haven't seen it in a while, so I can't remember what I thought about Dino Supercharge. But I think it was still good. And the sad thing is I never found a Titano Charge Megazord. So, you know, now it's like $100 or something. Like, I think it is like $100 if you go to Amazon and want to get a Titano Charge Megazord. You know, pay $100 for a little thing. Like, I think I'd be better off ordering the Japanese Gigant Ho. No, not Gigant Ho. Whatever the Japanese one is named. Gigant Bragio, I think it was his name. I think I'd be better off getting him, even though he won't combine. I think he'd be cheaper, but I'm probably wrong. When the Rangers run into a battle, they better say, Rangers ready, go, as a reference to Go Busters. That would be really cool. Like, Go Busters was the Japanese reference to Power Rangers. So if Go Busters doesn't have, or if Beast Morphers doesn't have references to the Japanese, that would seem kind of criminal to me. At least like some references, like maybe not the whole show is a reference, but like I really want like, so you know in Go Busters the Morpher says, it's morphin time, and then the Rangers say, let's morphin. I really want the Ranger to switch it so the Rangers will say, it's morphin time, and then the Morpher will go, let's morph, or let's morphin, let's morphine, whatever. But like kind of to switch that would just be a cool reference if we must have references to Go Busters, and I do want references to Go Busters. Like I lose it when they reference the Sentai in like when they reference the Sentai and Power Rangers. So like in Dino Charge, when Sledge said when they were talking about Sentai 6, that was funny because Super Sentai 6. And then when Sledge went, I'm going to be selling you off to Common 5, like that was the best thing. So like I love it when they reference Sentai or Rider, I guess in this case. So yeah. Speaking of Sledge, Sledge was proper funny to me. Sledge was funny. It was kind of funny. He had Poisandra. He's always like, come. He'll be like, I'm going to kill you and ship you off or something like that. And then he turns around and is like, Poisandra, no, don't leave me. That was funny. Glad I'm not the only one who gets really happy when they reference the Sentai series. Yeah, like it's fun to me. Like maybe if like. No, it's fun to me, like, when they reference, like, Sentai, like, in RPM, when they went Project Go Launcher, like, literally, all it is, it's a name. That's all they had to do, like, they just change a name, and then that's it. But, like, it's the funniest, it's the best thing, because it, like, references the Sentai. They're like, we acknowledge the source material, and we want to reference it. So, like, if, I don't know, like there's a guy in Beast Morphers like the Buster or something, right? That's obviously a reference to Go Busters. So like if a main character is named Buster, maybe that's a little on the nose, but like I like references like that because it kind of acknowledges the Sentai footage, and like if you get it, then that's like awesome to hear. You're like, oh, I get that reference. But then if you don't get it, it doesn't change much, so you probably like lose the joke, but it's still probably the same show. So do you think Sledge will be the thing that brings the Dino Charge Rangers back for a crossover? I hope Sledge is a thing that brings the Dino Charge Rangers back for a crossover, because they hyped up the Sledge. They hyped up Sledge in the Super Ninja Steel trailer, right? They showed him and like one special surprise or something like that, whatever they said, and then he appears in that first episode, which I enjoyed. Like I enjoyed that when he came back, but then he's gone, and I was kind of like I think we wasted Sledge. So I do hope that he'll be back for a Dino Charge crossover, because then if not, I feel like he's kind of wasted, and we just kind of did the whole and one special surprise. I kind of feel like we wasted that, because when we just hyped up to like a 5-minute sequence in the first episode. So now I'm saving this. Oh, this always takes forever to save. Okay, so I'll answer more questions. Go Busters was my second season after I watched Kuryuger. I want to see Kuryuger too. I think Kuryuger, I've heard good things about Kuryuger, and it uses the same suits as Dino Charge, so it can't go wrong with visuals at least. I need Tora and Rose. What do you guys think of the fact, like, this kind of triggers me a bit. So we have Rabbit, Gorilla, we have all these forms, right, that debuted in the show. So we knew we were getting the Rabbit up to Octopus in the show. But then we also knew Phoenix was going to be an exclusive. Oh, Pravjot Gotra has to go, so bye. Anyway, we knew this was going to be a movie exclusive form, right? But then and then we knew it was appearing in the YouTube special, so it was probably going to be like what was it? I forget what it was. Kaigon Ghost. It was probably gonna be like Kaigon Ghost in X-Aid, where it debuts in the movie, and then it appears in a YouTube special with the other forms. But in this one, like in Build, it appears in the show, along with Smile Wolf, and and then we have these forms that were advertised to be in the YouTube special. So we're like, oh yes, cool. exclusive forms, and then now they're in the show, so they're not exclusive to the YouTube special. So like literally before, all these forms were in this special category, and now they're all here because they're in the show. So that's kind of dumb to me, really. Now they're not exclusives. Granted, they're probably going to appear longer in the YouTube specials than they do in the show, because in the show they were there really quick. But I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of that. What is your favorite Power Rangers theme song? Mine is Mystic Force, which is also one of my favorite seasons. Oh, you like? Well, I don't hear too many people saying they like Mystic Force or the theme, so it's really cool to see that there's someone out there at least who really enjoys everything about Mystic Force. I'm glad to see people who find joy in seasons everyone hates, because it kind of they have a different opinion than everyone else. They're not the sheep that follows everyone else. I haven't seen Mystic Force in a while, so I don't remember what I think of it, but I don't think I hated it. So about the question, what is your favorite theme song? Well, I mean, I like Dino Charge, so I mean, but I won't say it's my favorite. I probably have to give a listen to all the theme songs to come up with my favorite, but I really liked Dino Charge. I like SPD and Dino Thunder. I like In Space. Yeah, I like In Space, and I like Zeros too. So I like Mystic Force because it kind of reminds me of Harry Potter. Oh, well, that's cool. I never thought of that. That's kind of dumb. I never thought of that, but that's cool. So yeah, Mystic Force is cool. I don't remember hating it, so I'm sure I'll like it if I rewatch it, because there's not too many things like I'll hate. Like I'm not very cynical, so like if it's really dumb, like if something's really bad or really dumb, like I won't like it. But like I'm not very cynical, so I like most of the things that I watch or read or whatever. So like, I mean, you can probably tell I like the Transformers movies. So yeah. What do you think of Looping Ranger versus Powder Ranger so far? I said this earlier, but I'll say it now again. I think Looping Ranger versus Powder Ranger is doing really, really well. I really, really like it. I really enjoy it. Like, pretty much everything about it I think is great. I just kind of feel like we're giving too much focus to the Looping Rangers now, considering Powder Ranger is also in the title. But I don't think that'll be too big of a problem. It's not too big of a problem now. I'm sure they'll reconcile it later. But I mean, that's a small nitpick. It's doing really, really good for me right now, and it's really, really awesome. And I'm looking forward to. I think the next episode comes out like tomorrow. People have been subbing stuff really fast, so I'm looking forward to seeing it. Cause I'm really liking this series. It's doing really good for me. So, yep. PokeCrafter has to go. So, bye. We're almost done with the Phoenix section. Oh, we are basically done. We just need Wolf. The driver says Wolf really weird. Like the driver says some names really weird. Like Wolf. Like. And crocodile, like crocodile. So, and anyone else knows too, like they all share like the same tone. So like what I mean is it'll go crocodile and then Remocon. Like it goes through like it either goes to a high pitch to a low like pitch, or from a low pitch to a high pitch. So when you put the bottles in at the same time, it really flows together. So that's a weird thing to talk about, but it's true. It flows together really well. So I guess that's even more how they're best matches. So, let's do some on the spur moment best match determination like I did in the one video. So Rose Copter is probably a best match because The propellers from the helicopter allow for a more romantic dinner with roses. Yes, that is why it's the best match. Don't argue with me. That's why it's the best match. And if you argue with me, I won't do anything. You're probably right. I actually had a lot of people telling me their ideas for why they think stuff is the best match, and all of it was really cool. Like Ninja Comic is probably a Naruto reference, or no, yeah, and like ideas for Smaho Wolf and Phoenix Robo. So that was all really cool. Some people suggested some stuff for Line Cleaner. What age range do you think people watch tokusatsu? Mainly Kamen Rider and Sentai for me. So I think like in Japan, obviously, like most like little kids I think watch the stuff. Like Sentai, you can obviously tell like it's more aimed at a younger audience, but not too much. And then Rider can get more like adult, so like it kind of depends really. The Rider series are more for older people because they kind of do more like adult themes or more like older themes. Sentai and Sentai is more for like a younger audience, but really I think you can enjoy it at whatever age if you enjoy that kind of stuff. I'm kind of bummed that Kyuranger didn't happen. What about you? Yeah, I am kind of bummed because that would have been a cool Versus movie, but here's the thing. They skipped that Versus movie, but then the series after that is a Versus series. So basically they skipped the Versus movie so that they could have a Versus series. That's kind of what I was thinking they did, why they skipped that Versus. But yo, Toku Denmark, that's why I think they skipped that. What are we doing? We're photoshopping the build image 2 because I haven't worked on it. So so yeah, I am kind of bummed we didn't get Zyuohger versus Kyuranger, but I guess we got a Versus series after that instead of a Versus movie. So, you know, that's cool. And also, I'm holding out hopes that the next Versus movie will be Kaito Sentai Lupin Ranger versus Uchu Sentai Kyuranger. Or no, hold on. It will be Uchu Sentai Kyuranger versus Dotsu Sentai Zyuohger versus Kaito Sentai Lupin Ranger versus Keisatsu Sentai Paddle Ranger. Like a crazy 4-way crossover Versus movie. That would be awesome. And now I want that to happen because let's be honest, that would be awesome. Like Kyuranger and Zyuohger versus Lupin Ranger and Powder Ranger, or Lupin Ranger and Kyuranger versus like Zyuohger and you know what I mean? That would be an awesome Versus movie because they just have all this stuff going on, and it would kind of be to reconcile. They skipped out on the Zyuoh versus Q crossover, but then they replace it with a Space Sheriff or Space Squad crossover. I think I haven't seen that, and I haven't seen Gavin, so I'm not really interested in it. But I do think they came out with a crossover or Versus movie of some sort for Kyuranger. Kaito Sentai Lupin Ranger versus Keisatsu Sentai Paddle Ranger and Tokusatsu Sentai Deca Ranger versus Kaizuko Sentai Gokaiger the movie. Yes. Yes, just yes. That would be awesome. Would Gokaiger be a good season to watch if I haven't seen a lot of Sentai? Because I do kind of want to see Gokaiger because I've heard good things about Gokaiger. But I don't think I've seen enough Sentai to really, like, fully appreciate Gokaiger. Like, I think, like, you can only appreciate Decade from Kamen Rider if you've seen all the other seasons. So, like, can you really only appreciate Gokaiger if you mean Space Sheriff? I think I mean Space Sheriff. Space Sheriff Gavin from that one Kyuranger crossover. Or the one episode where they crossed over. That was a cool episode, actually. We had the the double red roll call and the double silver roll call. That was really cool. I like seeing like suits. Ah, yes, featuring Space Sheriff Goblin. I like that episode where they crossed over, and it was kind of like the confirmation. Yes, Q Ranger is in a separate universe, something they couldn't do in Cho Superhero Tyson. But that's for that's a rant for another day. I actually liked Cho Superhero Tyson. Like, most people hated it. I didn't like it. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. I think I just said I didn't like it. I liked it. I'm just kind of like, if I see all these suits together, like basically we literally saw Deno with Zolda. We saw Deno with Zolda with Owl Ninja and Beats, Goldbuster, Xaid, and I think that's it. Yeah. So, also foreshadowing for the next Sentai series. What is the next? What do you mean? Okay. What do you guys think about Kamen Rider Winger? I'm very excited for Winger. I think the gimmicks look very good. I think it has a lot of potential. I hope you all know I'm just kidding, because Winger, I think, is fake. That was like some, I think it was like a list of all the Heisei series, and at the bottom it just says Winger in like all caps, and it's like, you know, that's not how they revealed Build, but you know, whatever. That's not how they normally reveal stuff. Oh, the crossover with Q Ranger / Echo Ranger and Space Sheriff. Oh, I never thought of that. That's actually pretty cool. Maybe it was. I don't know. You never know. Toei might have just, that was a happy accident. But I never noticed that. That's pretty cool. Now we move on to Wolf, right? Wait. Okay. Now we move on to Wolf. And we can leave behind the Red Phoenix. I wanted the Phoenix Soto figure because I really like the form. Like, I like robots, and Phoenixes have always been cool for me. So I wanted a Phoenix robot form, but no, I kind of got away from me. So, you know, but the Sotos are really, really cool. Like, in the month since that first box came, I had so much fun swapping Ninja Comic with Ninja Dragon, or no, with Dragon Comic. So I had so much fun just doing Dragon Comic and Ninja Comic. So yeah, the Sotos are a lot of fun, and I think it's because they're like in the BCR line, which I don't own, but like in the BCR line, you just have the one half and the other half, and it goes together. But in Soto, you have all those different halves coming together. So, you know, they had all, yeah. So it's like a puzzle, kind of, when you take apart a Soto and put together a Soto. So that's why the Sotos are so much fun for me, because it's like a puzzle when you're doing it. So, but that's also its downfall. Or no, it's not its downfall. It makes it more playable. But in the BCR line, they only have a the organic half and the inorganic half. In the Soto line, they have the different parts, and I think that's because for the official deluxe series, they don't want to give you that freedom. Like, they don't want the official deluxe series to have you capable of making a form with like a dragon left eye, or no, dragon is the right eye. Yeah, dragon right eye, a comic left eye, half a Taka body, half a train body, and then like two different legs. That's why I think the official line has that kind of like confinement, and then so does the Candy Toy line, so they can do whatever. So, but I guess that adds more playability. Toku Denmark is now looking for hints to what the next series could be about. That would be, I mean, yes, look for that. I didn't notice the Sentai, or I didn't notice the Deca Ranger Space Sheriff kind of correlation there with the new series. So hey, maybe like if no, I'm not gonna. I can't come up with anything right now, but yeah, look for those hints. What do you think a Build cameo will look like in Lupin Ranger versus Powder Ranger? Because the past 2 seasons we've gotten the cameo from Reiner in the Sentai season. Example, when Lucky summoned Xaid. Well, I mean, Toku Denmark says wouldn't be possible because they take place in 2 completely different universes. So did Xaid and Q Ranger, and they still summon Xaid somehow. Unlucky somehow found his way into the Xaid universe. So I mean, anything is possible. I don't know what a Build cameo would look like. Like, let's assume they're in the same universe or whatever. No, they're not in the same universe. But let's just forget about the universe thing because they don't seem to care either. But I think it would probably be something like they're fighting and Build walks in. That like the 2 teams are fighting and he walks in and he's like, whoa, why are you 2 fighting or something? I don't know. It would be something like weird like that. Like kind of like his cameo in True Ending where he just kind of like doesn't care. Like he's just like, hi everybody, I'm going to steal Xaid's essence and mess with all of you. So he's probably going to do something like just like that. So speaking of Xaid's cameo, speaking of Build's cameo in True Ending, that was an awesome cameo, and I was it was awesome to see that. So wouldn't it be our Build? Maybe one of the Lupin collection items will be Pandora. It would be Pandora's box. That would be really cool, like as an Easter egg, cause like, I was gonna say something about Heisei Generations, but I think it might be like a spoiler, so I'm not gonna say it. But I think obviously we all know Build is an alternate reality. Like, let's be honest, we all know that. So it would be kind of cool to have like, oh look, this is Pandora's box in our world, but it's just like a metal box here. It's not some massive power source in our world. It's just a metal box. So that would be cool, like a Pandora's box in the Lupin collection. So that would be like, if you see in like the Lupin collection in the first episode, it's like all this stuff that I think is like recycled Sentai stuff, because like I already pointed it out in top 10 Voyagers, but the Orion Voyager, like the top half of it is in there. And there's like a bunch of other stuff. We can look at the wiki right now. Let's look at the wiki. I think there's like a bunch of stuff on the wiki about it. Lupin Range. Oh wait, no. Lupin collection. The Build cameo in True Ending takes place during Bugster outbreak in the actual show. Otherwise, the timeline wouldn't work. Well, they did kind of explain the timeline in True End, or not in True Ending, in Heisei Generations Final. But I think it might be a spoiler for people, so I'm not going to mention it here. Here we go. Several modified versions of past Super Sentai props can be seen amongst the earliest shots of the assembled Lupin collection. So Geki Bat, the Gokai Cellular, a bunch of stuff from Go Busters. So maybe they have all these props. Maybe that's why they adapted Go Buster. The Gaburu Changer, this Stegochi. The Orion Voyager, Cube Tiger. So they have all this, these stuff here. So like I think that's like referencing all this stuff about the past Sentai seasons. Like I haven't seen Zyuohger again, but Zyuohger didn't really seem like an anniversary season. Like in like Gokaiger was a straight up anniversary season because they used Ranger keys and used the past heroes' powers. Decade used cards and used the past heroes' powers. Zyuohger didn't do that. They didn't even have a Tyson movie, so I don't know why Zyuohger kind of was like the anniversary season. Q Ranger with 12 Rangers seems more like an anniversary season than Zyuohger did with a normal 6. Or no, they had 7. So I don't know what's going on here. Oh, they do have cubes, close enough to Pandora's box. Yep. There's nothing here about Pandora's box, but that, I think they should have like included that there, or at least like a smaller version. Let's look at Cube Tiger like in the Lupin collection. Yeah, scroll all the way down, all the way down. Oh no, all the way down, all the way down. Oh, jeez, all the way. Here we go. So it's right here, and then that's Gorilla. So here's Gorilla, or no, here's Tiger. There's Gorilla. Here's, that looks like something. That's something. There's Orion. Oh, there's a Gokai cellular. Here's Geki Bat, I think. Here's Stagochi. Or no, that looks like Stagochi. I don't think it's Stagochi. So this is just like literally like this is so simple. Like just a simple shot. I think this lasted like 2 seconds, but it gives all of this kind of all these references for people to look over and have fun with stuff. The round eye thingy looks familiar for some reason. Maybe it is. Maybe I shouldn't have closed that down. Lupin collection. I like the way they say Lupin collection too in the show. Then Lupin collection. It's kind of funny. So this round eye thingy, I think is what you mean. Nope. Let's look for this round eye thingy. I don't think the Powder Rangers in the show, they don't know about the Lupin collection, right? So they don't know they're holding this powerful stuff for. Oh yeah, none of this is that round eye thingy. Oh, I'll keep this here. So like I don't think the Powder Rangers know about the Lupin collection. So like maybe if they just want like, hey, like you guys just let us steal our part of the collection, and we'll let you kill the Gangler. All right. Thank you. Like they just have a little talk here, like some ground rules. Pokecrafter is back from eating. Hello again, Pokecrafter. I sound like I said cracker, but I meant crafter. So, like, I think they should just like that. I mean, I'm just kind of looking too deep into Sentai again. Like, people are always like, there's always gonna be like that thing in Sentai that you don't look too deep into because it's the fabric of the show. Like, how do they fit in the middle of the I went off topic. How do the mentors fit in the suit? I don't know, magic. Why do the monsters just stand there when they're morphing? I don't know, magic. I might actually do a video on that because that would be kind of an interesting topic. Just kind of speculate over. No, that's not a spoiler for Zyuohger. I'm not gonna say it in case somebody thinks it's a spoiler. But no, I knew about that. That's not a spoiler. It's just, I mean, maybe it's not a spoiler for me because I've been looking too much about Zyuohger. But no, it's not really a spoiler. I think that was their anniversary episode, right? Like Once Upon a Ranger. I have a feeling they will talk about that in episode 3. Yeah, they might. I also said this in the podcast video, but I think we all know that it's gonna be like some joke. In like they've always had like scenes where they'll like it's like the serious moment, and then the next second like the comical red goes, nah, what's going on here? Like we all know they're like staring at each other. They're gonna be staring at each other in the first part of the episode, and then all of a sudden the Red Ranger, the Ichigo, I don't know his name, it's like Akira or something. He's gonna go like, may we have some coffee? And all the Lupin Rangers are gonna go, what? Oh, yeah. And they'll run and get coffee and whatnot. Like, it's gonna be a joke. I think we all know that. Which doesn't mean it's gonna be wrong. It's not gonna be bad. As I kind of want them to keep their identity a secret. But they're kind of like hyping it up. Like, oh, do they know? Do they not know? But I think we all know it's a joke. So, that kind of kills the tension there. So. Episode 3 actually, if we look at the preview, episode 3 looks like it's going to be a another Lupin Ranger focused episode, because I think we're focusing on Lupin Blue, who's Toma. Okay, I think I'm starting to learn names. I have a cheat sheet here. Lupin Red equals Kairi. Pato Red equals Keiichiro. Alright, thank you. Wait, let's try and do this. I think, Lupin Blue is Toma. Lupin Yellow is... Yeah, I lost already. Well, I know Pink is Tsukasa, which is Decade. So, but that's all I remember. Oof. I always wondered why the Rangers do their long morphing sequence when we know they can instantly morph if they want to. The monsters could easily attack them if they're just standing there. And even monsters have morals. Well, how I always perceived it, because we always have scenes where Rangers will run, like, they'll run and they'll, like, shoot the gun, or they'll activate the morpher, and then they instantly morph. And then later we'll have, like, a whole long morphing sequence. So the way I've always kind of interpreted it as was that the morphing sequence for Rangers was just eye candy for us. So for us, we're seeing, like, the like, in the case of Lupin Ranger, for us, we're just seeing, like, the capes flowing, all that jazz. We're the only ones seeing that, but in reality, in that world, they're having, like, the quick morph. So, the monsters in Kuryudra actually did attack them while they morphed. Well, then I guess that proves me wrong. I know in Tokyuger, the morpher said, "Please stand behind the white line," and then, like, a white line actually appeared. And then, like, when it invests in the Tokyuger Gaim crossover, when an invest, like, tried crossing the line, it got, like, ran over by the trains. So, like, they broke the fourth wall. No, that's not breaking the fourth wall, but you know what I mean. They actually, like, acknowledged that. So that's kind of cool. And I guess they attacked them while they morphed. I know in Build, we had, in one of the episodes, which I can't remember right now, but I know in one episode, I selected something I didn't want to. I know that in one of the episodes, we had, Build transforming, and then, like, they throw something at him or something, and it bounces off the ride, the snap ride builder, I think it was the sprue. It bounces off the sprue. So I was like, oh, okay, well, that protects him, I guess. So it's just kind of weird. Like, some moments it'll be there, other moments it won't. In Power Rangers Samurai, the monster content and how long the transformation was. Yes, I remember that. That was funny. The Samurai transformation was so long. Like, basically, they stand there. We do, like, a spin. They paint with their brush, and then after they do that, they get the suit, right? I can't even remember the whole thing, but, like, they get the suit, they get the sword. No, they get the suit, and then we zoom in, they get the mask, they get the sword, and then they have to open up the buckle, pull out the disc, put it in. Like, that was so long. And then, yeah, in the Halloween special it was, right? Like, all 6 Rangers did it, so it's like, I think it was probably like 10 minutes of, like, or like 5 minutes of just morphing. And yeah, I remember the monster going like, wow, that was long. Like, wasn't he, like, eating popcorn or something? I want to say he was eating popcorn. So yeah, those transformations are really, really overly, they're way too long than they have to be sometimes. So I need to move this back up here. So I actually remember liking Samurai when I was a kid. Like, I said this earlier, it was, like, the coolest thing when I was a kid. I don't know why, but it was. And I haven't actually seen it since then, so, you know. Imagine if every ranger in the legendary war had to morph before fighting. I'm not. No comment. No, I'm just kidding. To be honest, I'd actually like to see that, but only on like like a fan edit. So like if someone went on and did like a whole edited sequence of all the rangers morphing, that would actually be kind of cool. Maybe if they sped it up a bit. Like if we had all the samurai rangers morph, that alone would take 5 minutes. So, but no, I hope like in a live release, it like when it aired, they shouldn't. No, it's a good thing they didn't have every ranger morphing. The monsters don't attack them because the monsters are like, what are they doing? That would explain a couple of things. What's the best season for like what are they doing? I think it would be like, I can't think of one right now. Maybe like like Dino Charge or Kyuger where they get eaten and it's like, oh my god, did they just eat them? I don't know. Oh, that's so cool, the monster. Yeah, the monsters are weird. All the monsters are weird. I like how like drastically different monsters are from rangers, especially in I know in Tokuger. That was like, what am I doing? That was like such a huge like difference in Tokuger, because I think like I saw something that the Tokugers were meant to be kind of like simple, so that's why their suits were so simple, and then the monsters were meant to be like super like overly complicated, so like it could really drive home like that difference. So like the Tokugers are like very simple suits, the Megazords are very simple, but the monster was meant to be like very complicated. The monster designs, I mean, were meant to be very complicated, so it could really show like that difference between them, which I think is cool. I like when there's like differences in designs like that. Like whole Voyager's helmet being like a Q-Tama, like that's such a small detail, but still very cool. Oh wow, it's a bunch of fancy stuff that could have taken 10 seconds when in reality they just stretched it out. That's probably all morphing is. Like for the monster, it probably takes like a second. It's like, what? But then in like for us, we get to see the extended thing. Like in no, never mind. I was gonna say like in Kamen Rider, where the first final attack is like overly complicated because it's the first final attack, and they need to go, hey, look, but then they never do it again. So, yeah. So, that was a nice conversation about morphine sequences. I was thinking about doing a video on it, like explaining why do monsters just stand there, or why like kind of questioning the reality of Sentai and Power Rangers. I like to think of it as it just slows down a lot and we see every step of the morphing process. Yeah, that's how I think of it too. Like we see like a overly extended version when in reality it's just really slow. This is really where you actually think about if time works differently for monsters. 10 seconds is 1 second for them. That would be funny. Maybe that explains like why they grow so fast. No, I don't know. That's kind of an interesting idea. Like time works differently for them. So for the Rangers, they're staying there for like 10 seconds, but the monster only sees 1 second. That's kind of interesting. What do I have selected? Time is just a concept, not a reality. Wow, that's very deep. Time is just a concept. Tell that to time travel. No, I like Time Force. I haven't seen Time Ranger. I like the Time Force theme too. When we were talking about Time Force or the theme songs earlier. Time works differently for humans too than other animals, so why not? Yeah, that's true. Like 1 human year is like 7 dog years, right? That's like the basic thing. So that could be it. Or maybe the monsters only see at 10 frames per second while everyone else sees 60 frames per second. Wouldn't that make it slower for the monster, or no? I'm just being weird. My computer is 10 frames per second. No, I'm just kidding. Wow, the look how small that is. The panda wolf side, or the panda wolf. This body is too big. Nope. So we need to extend this out. I'm excited for Build. The next episode of Build. I want to see how Genchiku became Night Rogue, because I think that's what it's about, or at least it seems like a Genchiku focused episode, because it's called A Man Called Rogue. So, you know, did anyone else see the fragile sticker on the back? That's so funny. Like what I was saying earlier, like small little details in suits like that. Like, it has a fragile sticker on the back of the head because it's crack, like crocodile crack. So cracks, please be fragile, or you'll crack the rogue. You'll crack the rider. maybe they'll use that to show the, like, maybe the state of his mind, because Genchiku seems kind of like insane. So maybe like that's the crack is like an inside joke, like, oh, this man's mind is cracked. I think the Rogue special shows how Genchiku became Kamen Rider Rogue and not Night Rogue. So I saw something about that. I think the Rogue special, I think it's gonna be like the Snipe spinoff, if anyone's seen that for Xaid, where it technically took place. Wait, so in the beginning of the first episode, we have Snipe fighting a Genom, and then he flashes back, and we finished the rest of the first episode. We finished the second episode. We finished the third episode, and then we finished the first part of the fourth episode, and then, or no, we do the fourth episode, and then we flash through the entire series, and then we're taken back into the present time where Snipe is fighting Genom, and then he defeats Genom. I think it's gonna be like that, where like we see Genchiku with Katsuragi, or before Faust, before the Skywall, or no, I think it's after Skywall, but it's before Faust, and he's like starting Faust with Katsuragi, and I think we cut back to present time, and he becomes Rogue, Kamen Rider Rogue. So my theory is Genchiku's being brainwashed. Notice how he called Sento Katsuragi rather than Sento. Well, Nathan Chung has to go. Bye, Nathan. So I don't think Genchiku's he might be brainwashed. I mean, I could be wrong. He might be brainwashed. But remember, he found out Sento was Katsuragi, and then he called him Katsuragi before his father got angry at him, and then his father like got sick, so he had to become prime minister again. So I don't think he's brainwashed, because I think also in like the last moments before he left Toto, he called Sento Katsuragi. So like that's just a thing he's doing now. He's calling him Katsuragi because he's like crazy. So I mean, he might be brainwashed though. So you never know. You never know at this point with Build. They can do anything with Build. They could kill off Sento. No, I was kidding. I guess while we're talking about Build and killing off characters, no, or he just feels really different from before. Yeah, he does feel different, like his whole demeanor, because as Night Rogue, he kind of felt like, yeah, it's hard to explain, but like I know what you mean. He feels like a different person, kind of like you're like really tired, and then you take a shower and you go to sleep, and then you wake up, and now you feel like a different person. Basically, Night Rogue Genchiku got kicked out of his father told him he's not his son, and he got his butt kicked by Rabbit Tank Sparkling, and then he took a shower, went to sleep with a cracked full bottle, and then woke up, and now he's calling people Katsuragi. You know, that's probably it's probably what happened here. Um, while we're talking about build suits, I guess, or what build in general, how do you guys feel about the build suits? I guess I'm looking at a bunch of build suits right now, so I guess it goes without saying that I like build suits. But how do you feel about the build aesthetic, the suits? What's your favorite suit? This probably, if I say it's probably a spoiler for if I do a top 10 in the future. So, but what are your favorite suits? He took a shower with the cracked full bottle. Maybe he did. I don't know. He probably busted all the electronics on it. Actually, how do you I really like the crocodile full bottles noises. I said this in the review that I did, but the like the Jaws themes, those are really cool. I really like them. They feel old school and modern at the same time, kind of like Lupin Ranger versus Powder Ranger. Lupin Rangers are modern, and Powder Rangers are old school, like design. You know what I mean? Yeah, I really like build suits. They really look cool. I love when people were like, "Oh, it's just double, but you tilt them to the side." I mean, you're not they're not wrong. It is kind of like double tilted to the side, but he has a undersuit, so it makes it a little different. He has an absurd amount of forms, so that makes it different. And also like kind of the basis. So like right now we're looking at Wolf Sojiki, Wolf vacuum cleaner. Like, come on. So I don't think it's really like double tilt on its side. So that's why I really like them. I ordered the crocodile bottle, and in March I'm gonna order both the build driver and splash driver and 5 sets of bottles just for the giggles. Just for the giggles. All right. The crocodile bottle, like the noises are really cool. I already said. I love the henshin. It does in the splash driver. So you're gonna order build driver and splash driver and 5 sets of bottles for the giggles. What bottles would you order? Because those are some. When we have Gorilla Diamond, so you can get a gorilla and a diamond, or you can get an octopus and a light bulb. So or a wolf with a smartphone. It's your preference, right? I actually do own 2 full bottles. I own a rabbit tank. I just got the Gashapon versions because I wanted some full bottles. I love the shaking. So it's like so it's so relaxing. Like, I know that's weird, but like kind of just shaking it, like it lets out your anger or something. It's like really just kind of methodical or something, if you know what I mean. If you have a full bottle and you're shaking it, I think you know what I mean. But the full bottles are really fun, and it's too bad I don't have a driver for them. I made an edit on my channel where I took Kamen Rider Gundam Henshin and used Kamen Rider Rogue's Henshin sound. I'll check that out later because that sounds cool. Like the like, yeah, I think I know what you mean. That's really cool. I like how it's kind of weird how like similar Rogue and Gentoku are, like at least in the beginning, because Night Rogue was an ally to Gentoku. Or no, Night Rogue is Gentoku. Genmu was an ally to the Riders. Night Rogue was an ally to the Riders until they found out Gentoku was Night Rogue, and then he left, right? And then when they found out Genmu was Kuroto, he left, and then they come back with more powerful form, and they're crazy now, cause Kamera. So, yeah, Rogue is a cool character, and I hope I don't think he'll die. He probably won't die anytime soon. They're probably gonna kill off the last of the last Hokuto Smash, because at this point they've killed one, they just killed the other. Well, Allie-ish. They killed one, they just killed the other. So, I mean, they're probably gonna kill the last one, and then they're gonna give Grease all this drive to like off Gentoku or something. So I don't know. the Hokuto Smash didn't really. The only thing the Hokuto Smash really did was serve as a, I guess, this anchor for Grease, right? Because I guess they did drive Sento to use the trigger, the hazard trigger, because they got more powerful. I'm calling it. They will kill off Manjo when the series reached the 40 episode mark. I can feel it. No, they can't do it, because by 40 episodes we're gonna have a certain form that I really want to see. That, like, all right, here's the thing. I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for that, but I don't like Cross Z, or Cross Z Charge. I love Cross Z. I don't like Cross Z Charge, and here's why. Like, I despise Cross Z Charge. The suit is fine. Like, I think it's fine. It's just kind of weird, but I think it's fine. But here's the thing. Cross Z was my favorite suit and build. It was beautiful. I was so disappointed that the figure art was going to Premium Bandai, and I was so disappointed it didn't have a deluxe figure release. At least as a solo release. But then we get Cross Z Charge, and Cross Z Charge, like, for me, is a major downgrade from the normal Cross Z suit. So I despise Cross Z Charge because of it. Because Cross Z Charge denies me, because Cross Z Charge denies me to view my beautiful Cross Z suit in the show. Like, we only saw that for, like, I think maybe like 3 episodes. Like, come on. Like, he debuted. Let's go check right now. Let's go to the wiki. Dragon Ryuga. This, where is it? Appearances 11 to 14, 15 to 17. Right? That's barely any episodes. And then Splash Driver, I think that was like 4 episodes. 17, 18 to 24. So that's like, I don't want to do the math now. So it's 17 to 24. So that's 7 episodes. And the special thing. And here, 11 to 14 is 3, 15 to 17 is 2. So that's like 5 episodes. So triggered. So at least, and Key Dragon is also cool. And we only saw that for like 2 episodes. So what's up with not letting us see cool forms, right? I think Octopus Light only got 2. Oh no, Octopus Light got a good amount, I guess. Anyway, Kakuki or Kakure Dai Shogun says, I just discovered your channel today. Well, thank you, and I hope you're enjoying everything. Cross Z is greater than Cross Z Charge. That is correct. Cross Z is greater than Cross Z Charge. Wolf and Log. Oh. The stream got weird. Are we? I think we're good now. Buffering. All right. Wolf and Log become Kamen Rider Yours Day. Yes. No Wi-Fi apps. Oh my day. This reminds me, we could technically have a bunch of riders in build if they mass-produced a cross-dragon thingy and just use 1 bottle each for every system. That is correct. If like if we just had an octopus, cross light, and then we have Kamen Rider cross Cross X, Octopus, Kamen Rider Cross U, Light. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. I'd actually like to see that. I know there's a lot of people who've done like Rabbit, like a Rabbit buddy for Rabbit Tank. So that already. So yeah, like that would be kind of cool. We actually never knew. Like we know Gentoku and them wanted to mass produce the rider system, but I don't think they ever told us like how they were gonna mass produce it. Like we know in Gaim, their idea of mass production was the or the I don't remember their names. The troopers. I just can't remember the name. I want to say Karukuge troopers, but I know that's wrong. So I forget what those are called. Somebody let me know. Cross Dragon Rabbit, Cross Dragon Tank. Yeah, I know what you mean. So that would be pretty cool. But yeah, I don't think they ever really told us. Kurakage. Oh, so it was close. So the Kurakage troopers, like those were their idea of mass production riders, but we never really saw like a mass produced like build or cross like they wanted. So I mean it's not a problem I have, but I just kind of like seeing designs like that. So it'd been kind of cool to see a cross, or no, not cross, like a weaponized build or something. But I think the Splash Driver was what they had in mind when they were like, oh, we want weaponized riders. We want Splash Drivers. We're going to need a bigger driver. We're going to need a Splash Driver. Never mind. So, yeah. So, I mean, I do like that idea of like mass production cross riders, because there's 60 full bottles. So like Cross Z is basically just Dragon. Cross Z is Dragon. Where can I don't think I can show this off. Like this, like Cross Z transformation. I don't want to watch the video. I want to see the image. Here we go. Cross Z. Oh, come on. Okay, I guess this is the best I can show you. But Cross Z is literally a Dragon. Oh, come on. Why are you doing this to me, Google? Come on, we're such good friends. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, Cross Z is just Dragon. Just one dragon half is weird. Not weird. One dragon half is cooler. The other half is a normal dragon half. And then we just have all this stuff on it to make this beautiful boy. So yeah, Cross Z is just Dragon with some extra stuff. So it's a value pack Dragon. So like pretty much like any form just doubled over itself with some extra stuff on it would be like a Cross Z version of that rider or of that bottle. So speaking of like the 60 full bottles, so it's Dragon featuring Dragon. Yes. Dragon featuring Dragon. That sounds like a weird like rap song or something. So speaking of the full bottles that I was talking about earlier, what's your guys' like least favorite like full bottle combination? Like, because some of that stuff is crazy, like Sumaho Wolf, Rabbit Tank in itself is a crazy idea. What's your like least favorite idea? Like you saw the idea for that best match and you went, no, like regardless of the form, what is like your least favorite cross for the best matches? Mine, I don't know what mine would be. Like, I want to say Side Dryer, but it actually is a kind of cool sounding form because it rhymes. Uni Racer is also cool sounding, even though it's kind of crazy. Rocket Panda doesn't look very good. Yeah, I mean Rocket Panda, like the suit, because I'm not talking about the suit. Regardless of the suit, like if you just heard that idea like Rocket Panda and you're like, what the actual if that's what like it makes you think, then and you don't like it like that, that's what I mean. So regardless of like looks. So it's too bad some of these forms are going to Gamba Rising, because then like it makes this harder. Like Gamba Rising, I mean, we have some stuff like this, which is pretty much perfect for what I'm doing. But then Obake, but then we have like, oh no, I mean, I guess I could work with this. I don't know. No, I'm just clicking everywhere. Click, click. Oh, then Turtle Watch maybe. Yeah, Turtle Watch is kind of ridiculous. Like that's why I wanted to do the best match explaining video, because some of those forms have like no bearing on reality when you think about it. Like Turtle Watch makes no sense. Uni Racer is a form that makes no sense. Rabbit Tank in itself kind of makes no sense. So that's what I was trying to do in the best match video, just kind of explaining like, oh well, I mean, this is probably this because we get this in the show or something. You know what I mean? I mean, it makes sense, but the concept is kind of weird. Oh, Penguin Skater. Well, I mean, we've done Penguin Skaters before. I just can't remember the name. Here we go. Look, it's Penguin Skater. They predicted it. It's set in stone. Ooh. I'm being weird. No, but Penguin Skater is a weird idea. A lot of the forms are just kind of weird, because I think I'll really want to know what like the producers or the creators were thinking. Not like people were like, oh, what were they thinking? But I want to know why like they went, all right, we're gonna have our main character be a rabbit, be a combination of a rabbit and a tank. Like I want to know what like made them do that. And one of the forms we haven't seen is Beetle Pyramid. Beetle Pyramid is not a form. One of the forms is Deermid, I think. Yeah, Deermid. So like Deer Pyramid, Deermid. Beetle goes with camera. Beetle camera. So, yeah. So we have seen Beetle camera. Beetle camera actually has a suit, which is weird, because it's not in the show. It's not in the YouTube spinoff. It's Gamba Rising exclusive. But the box art for it, for the card binder it comes with, is like an actual suit. So like some of these forms it has suits for, some of these forms they don't. So, yes, it's Deer. Yeah, it's Deer. So yeah, it's kind of weird how we have like some forms with suits, some forms without. Like, it's just weird how Beetle camera has a suit, but it's not in any media. But then Turtle Watch doesn't have a suit, but Sento put it in the build driver, and it makes me upset every time I think about that. He put in Turtle, he put in a watch, and I went, oh, we're gonna get Turtle Watch. Ooh, there's no announcement for this. Ooh. And then it cuts. And then I got upset. That upset me. I was like, ooh, they didn't announce this. Like, because obviously we only know spoilers from toy scans, and magazine reveals are just out of nowhere. And obviously, like Genmu's revival and X-Aid, like, we didn't know that was coming. Why? Because they weren't releasing any toys for that, so it caught us by surprise. So like stuff like that is really cool. I like when Toei can even catch the people actively looking for spoilers. They can even catch them off surprise. I mean, unless you were expecting Kuroda to come back. In the Hazard special, Sento mentions, I wonder how Obake essence got extracted. So does that mean someone killed Takuru again? Yes, someone killed Takuru again. Poor boy. Takuru didn't mean any harm. I haven't seen the Hazard special yet, and I don't know where I can watch it. So it makes me sad because I really want to watch it. Because as I said earlier, I like just seeing suits with suits. So like a special full of suits. Oh boy. Oh, the joys. All the possibilities of suits with suits. But like the really sad thing is that the Hazard special, like, it doesn't debut anything except Smile Wolf Hazard, because we've already seen all those forms before. So I don't know. That's why I'm kind of upset. Like the special doesn't really have anything special to it except like the bodiless Kaiser. I can link you to it. If you want, go to the just go to link to me in the video if you want, because I don't think you can post links in a live stream. So yeah, thank you if you're gonna for linking me to it, because I do want to see it. Like, yeah, I do want to see it, because all those, like, as much as the best matches are crazy, like, I do like how many best matches there are. So and let's just talk about Build's final form because of all those full bottles. Ugh, why did they have to stick every full bottle on the suit? Why? Why? So we're almost done with Wolf here, and then after Wolf we have, oh, you're right, I can't link it in the stream. No, I do not have a Discord. Just, if you want, you can just link it to go to a video and just comment and then link, just put the link in there, and then I can just go to it from there if you want, because I do not have a Discord. So I might get a Discord for the channel if enough people want a Discord, because that would be cool to just talk to you guys, even though I'm probably kind of busy sometimes. So, but I didn't want to, I mean, I guess the whole point of this live stream is the fact that now we have 300 subscribers. Yay! I mean, literally, I said this in the 300 subscriber video. Literally, like 2 weeks before I posted that video, I was thanking you guys for 200 subscribers, and now we have 300 subscribers. Today we even have like 330. It is done. All right, cool. Thanks. But anyway, literally we had 200 subscribers like 2 weeks ago, and now we have 330 today. So that's just crazy. So I mean, who knows how long it'll be until 400. I'm not trying to sound cocky, but it's true. I mean, and it's mind-boggling to me too how like fast it is. So I really like the robot half of Build. While I'm working on the robot half, it's probably maybe one of my favorite halves. The funny thing about Build is you can say, oh, this half is my favorite, or this form is my favorite, but then that form can be put with another half, and now it's like weird. So, oh. And then also like Televikun has all these forms. I know they like show off all the forms. Like we can already see Rabbit, Telebi. Japanese language is weird. This actually, this was the original Build image. Like, these forms was the original Build image, and I was just kind of cropping it down. Or no. What I was doing is I was importing this into the image, and just left it there. And then for forms that had a suit in the show with the nice clear background, I was using this half thing, but it got really weird. So then I switched to cropping out stuff, and then I decided to just Photoshop everything. So like just Photoshop apart the suit and then stick it together. So yeah, that makes everything look kind of more coherent. So I never reached more than 240 subscribers on my former channel. Well, if you keep trying, I think everyone's destined to have some boost of subscribers if you try. Warning, no pixels or second. Your former channel, what happened to your, why is it your former channel? If you don't mind me asking, you don't have to tell me if you don't want. Nope, I did not want light, I wanted robot. The driver says robot, really funny. Why is it triggered? Why, build? Why? Why? Why do you do this to me? After everything I've done for you. Alright, now copy. Copy. Paste. Oh. Copy. Paste. There we go. I forgot to merge the layers. I don't know why I have to like merge the layers. It got taken down because of strikes. So yeah. Oh. So you're like reposting images. Yeah, I've been careful with using footage. That's why I don't like using footage too much, because I don't want to get copyright striked. So like that's why I've kind of stopped doing driver dubbing, because I mean, A, it wasn't doing that well. B, I wasn't having the greatest time doing it. And C, because every time I posted a driver dubbing video, I had to be really, really careful with the watermarks, or else it would get striked. And it still got striked. So, I mean, it didn't affect the channel at all. So, and isn't that what happened to Marcos Satsu? Marcos, his channel got deleted, but it's back. So he's returned from the copyright abyss, which is a terrible, terrible place that I have not been to and I don't want to go to because I'm scared of it. Because Toei's evil. No, I'm just kidding. Toei's not evil. Well, Toei might be evil if they copyright strike you. I think you're fine as long as you don't use soundtracks or too long footage with sound. Yes, that is true. If I don't use, like, I think most videos get copyright striked because they're using music, and they copyright the music, not the footage. And then some clips I was using in driver dubbing were like 5 minutes long, and most of it is just like the audio just being kind of snippeted in. So that wasn't really helping too much with the copyright bot. Ooh. And Power Rangers likes to they'll kill your video with copyright. Like I posted oh, this is saving. Oh. When I posted the top 10 battleizers. When I posted top 10 battleizers. No, it was final thoughts on Power Rangers Ninja Steel, and I'm using the trailer in the background. I post it, and like 2 seconds later, it gets copyright hit by Power Rangers because I was using the trailer footage. But like it took 2 seconds, like literally, I posted it, 2 seconds later, bam, copyright. So Power Rangers is notorious for copyright strikes. So as is Toei. So you know, I guess Toku doesn't like copyright, and Transformers is just kind of weird with it. So it just depends, really. I guess. I think this is starting to save. Okay. Well, I need to do Rabbit Smaho. I'm thinking about doing a top 5 most brutal rider deaths in Kamen Rider Gaim because I'm so positive. That is a very positive topic. Like, wow, that's brutal. Top 5 brutal rider deaths. How many deaths were there in Gaim? There was, spoilers for Gaim if you haven't seen Gaim yet. There was Kurakage. There was, I mean, Zangetsu kind of died, but then he was brought back to life. That was brutal. He fell off a cliff. Dukes was brutal. I think Duke should be up high. Then Marika died. Wow, a lot of people died in Gaim. When I think about it, Baron died. Michi's died inside. Wow. That's wow. You have a lot of options here for that. I never thought of how many people died in Gaim. Really, like I knew there was a lot, but I never kind of sat down and went, okay, well, how many people died in Gaim? Well, Zangetsu never died. I know Zangetsu never died, but like he fell off the cliff, and then he was presumed dead. And I think like the next episode, we saw him come back. So like I know he never died, but they kind of made it seem like he did, and then he came back. Kota technically died once too. When I can't remember. Oh yeah, in the movie, right? The Drive guy movie. I think that's what you mean. I wouldn't say that was a brutal death. He kind of just like exploded. Okay, that is brutal. But like I don't think it was like as brutal as like as other characters, which I can't think of right now. What was too big? When Michi stabbed him. Oh. Wait, I can't remember that. I wouldn't put it past Michi to not stab Michi stabbing Kota. Okay, well, that explains it. No, I can't remember Michi stabbing Kota. Like, I'm sure it happened. Like, that definitely seems like something he'd do. But, like, I can't remember when that happened. So, oof, I guess. Wasn't it, like, no. Like, oh. It's all coming back to me. Yeah, when Michi stabbed him. To put it in perspective, half the riders in Gaim die. Yeah, pretty much. Well, I mean, there were a lot of riders in Gaim. So, like, if we count just riders in the series, I think, yeah, half of them died. But if we count, like, Gaim as a whole, so, like, specials, movies, I think that's maybe, like, only a quarter of the riders in Gaim. Because there were a lot of riders in Gaim. But, yeah, a lot of people died. So, I never really thought about that. So, need to shade in this rabbit because I didn't take the black part with it. There we go. But I guess while we're talking about Gaim, I enjoyed Gaim. Gaim was awesome. I don't think I've met or like seen any one person who hasn't like disliked Gaim. I think maybe I saw like one person, but most people like Gaim, so which is good because Gaim is good. I don't know, I'm messing stuff up. Listen, also died in a soccer movie. Death everywhere. The soccer movie was ridiculous. Like, Gaim was so serious, like all these themes, like growing up and all that, and then the movie's about soccer. So, way to put your perspectives. I don't know. At least it was like a summer movie, had no bearing on the continuity. So, wow, you watched Gaim 3 times and never get tired. That would explain why you remember more of it than I do. I think I only saw Gaim once, which is sad. I should probably watch Gaim again because I liked Gaim. So, and then after Gaim was like, after Gaim, people like would not question Rider anymore. They're like, oh, rabbit tank, that sounds ridiculous. Yes, but Gaim had fruits, so Gaim was like the turning point, I guess, of Rider. People were like, oh, well, this was bad, so, or like, I don't know what I'm saying. Basically, Gaim had a ridiculous premise. People were like, oh, this is gonna be terrible, and now it's pretty much regarded as the best Rider series. So, now people can really like trust writers. So if we get another weird theme, you know, I watched it once by myself, then with a person I introduced Kamen Rider to, and then again with a person that likes the writer guy. Ooh. Oh yeah, so I mean, if they like the writer, they would like the show probably. Most likely, you never know. Like, you can write like a writer, but like you don't like their work. So I need to find a rabbit. Duplicate this. Oh no. I have like a template up here somewhere. No, this. Alright, there it is. So we duplicate this. We bring it down here. To rabbit. There we go. Well, I think I'll just paste in rabbit robot, which sounds ridiculous. No, it doesn't sound ridiculous. It sounds pretty cool. But I'll paste in rabbit robot, and then I think I have to go, so I have somewhere to be. I love that every person I introduce to Gaim hates Michi with all their heart. Well, I mean, who doesn't hate Michi with all their heart? Michi is evil. I think the problem for me with Gaim is that I kind of knew everything about Gaim when I started watching it because I'd seen all these clips and stuff. So it kind of killed all the like twists and turns for me. But that doesn't mean I didn't enjoy it, because I enjoyed it. So Michi really had an impact on the fandom. Yeah, he did. Like, Michi was like Kuroto was like, I think some people were calling him like the next Michi because like everyone hated him, and I can't wait to see him as a villain again in another ending, because I mean, as a villain he was awesome, and then as the comic relief he's the funniest. But like I want to see him back as that like evil, like crazy edgy villain that he was in the beginning. So yeah, so I think that's about it for now. I need to go now. So thank you to everyone who showed up to the live stream at some point. If you're watching this in the future, well, thank you to everyone who showed up. Thank you to everyone who asked questions, who spent as much time as they could here. Thank you so much. Thank you again for 300 subscribers, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you for watching.